Greetings, 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 brothers and sisters, greetings. First and foremost, we must acknowledge our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through His only begotten Son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. I hope you sincere. Brothers and sisters are truly edified by today's word. Today is so-called Friday. We're going into the weekend. And those that follow the channel on a regular basis should be familiar with the backdrop. I'm just now leaving the gym. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I feel pretty good, man. I'm still battling this vertigo situation, and you know, I'm learning to not rush this thing, man. This is a whole new experience for me, and I'm trying not to panic, man. Just continue to have the faith in the Lord and continue to be patient. What I want to talk about today, brothers and sisters, is, you know, having access to the Lord's currency. Okay? When you have access to the Lord's currency, man, you'll be the richest that you ever been. Listen to that, y'all. When you have access to the Lord's currency, you the richest you ever been. And that's where I'm at today, brothers and sisters, man. With the Lord's currency, I'm the richest I've ever been. And what I want to bring out to you guys to understand the Lord's currency, the Lord's riches, who we know as Yahweh, we're going to speak about it, man. And that's treasures in heaven. So I'm going to bring to you Matthew chapter 6, verses 19 through 21. And it reads, Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. So let's just think about that. So that's talking about heavenly riches. All of us that desire for riches, that desire to have wealth, hey man, kudos to you, man. But understand what comes with that. You know, people will rob, steal, and kill you for that money, depending on what type of money you got. So that's not the riches that I want to have. Verse 20, but lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, aka heavenly riches. That's the currency that I want to have access to by way of Yahweh. Where not moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. See, thieves, money hungry people, man, they don't have access to your heavenly riches, see? So you'll never have to worry about them infiltrating. None of that. You'll never have to worry about it being corrupt. You'll never have to worry about it rusting. Verse 21, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Okay? So fellas, when you think about what I just read, Matthew 6, verses 19 through 21, when we're talking about the Lord's currency of riches, okay? We're talking about spiritual riches, heavenly riches, okay? That will endure, that's almost eternal. Might well say eternal riches. Never run out, never rust, okay? Rather than earthly possessions that are perishable. A lot of us, you know, seeking riches and wealth and all of those type of things. Those things are perishable. But heavenly riches, when you got the Lord's currency, man, that's where you want to be at, bro. Yeah. When you focus on accumulating wealth on this earth, it's subject, dog, to decay. It's subject to moth and rust, and most importantly, it's subject to people that will kill you for it. You see? So focus, I want you brothers and sisters, man, to focus on going away from earthly riches and focusing on heavenly treasures, spiritual treasures that are eternal and secure, man. Yeah. So you know, that gives me peace. You know, when I was younger, when I was in the world, I was chasing the money, man. I was chasing the riches, man. I just walked away from a whole lot of money. Go back and watch the video. I just did this video a couple weeks ago, man. I talked about how I walked away from a lucrative deal. So it's all about tapping into the Lord's currency. That's where I'm at today. Now, don't get it twisted. Anybody out there that's wealthy and rich, kudos. I'm not telling you you can't be rich. I'm not telling you not to desire to be rich. I'm just saying to you, I desire to have access to the Lord's currency. And as long as I got access to the Lord's currency, I will be the richest I've ever been. And that's all I got for you sincere brothers and sisters, man. We want to give all praises, glory and honor to our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through His only begotten Son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. And listen, man, I think I'm going to name this word, having access to the Lord's riches, who we know as Yahweh. I am the richest I have ever been. I'm the richest I ever been. That sounds pretty nice. That sounds pretty darn good, man. And again, man, just so you understand, man, what this message is about, shifting your focus from earthly riches, earthly possessions, and transitioning over to heavenly riches, spiritual riches, because that's where the real money at. Thus say the scriptures of Matthew chapter 6, verse 19 through 21, and it reads as we close out, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal." Verse 20, "But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal." Verse 21, "For where your treasure is, that's where your heart be also." So when you tap into the Lord's riches, heavenly riches, your heart gonna be right there too. Which means you're not gonna be subject to the root of all evil, which is the love of money. You're not gonna be subject to that. You're not gonna be subject to all these material things, because you're deep rooted in the heavenly riches. You're deep rooted in connecting with the Lord's currency. That's all I got for you, man. Again, I hope you sincere brothers and sisters were truly, truly edified by this word. And we give all praises, glory and honor to our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through His only begotten Son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out, man. Stay prayed up. Keep Yahweh first in everything you do. And when it's all said and done, man, like I always say, man, bring the masseuse.